This is going to be an awkward feeling. It's not going to be horrible, but it's not going to be pleasant. Just take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it. Breathe out. My name is Rev DK. I am a professional body modification artist. I'm one of the few body modification artists and suspension artists that are active on the East Coast today. I work at 717 Tattoo. I run the Hookus Family Suspension Team and DK Productions sideshows.
Since 2006, 717 Tattoo has become a notable tattoo and piercing studio in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Rev DK has made a name for himself in the world of body modification and has a clientele that continues to grow, including loyal customer and friend, Megan Wilt.
I go back just to try new things, just to see, and I love Rev, and I trust Rev, and I trust him with my life, so might as well just keep going back to him.
Clients like Megan continue to come back to experience the endless possibilities of body modification.
I'm pierced, I'm tattooed.
I have lots of tattoos and lots of piercings.
My ears are stretched. I have a stretched labret, which is a small plate in the lip.
We do play piercings a lot, and that's just piercing for piercing's sake.
I do play piercings on myself numerous times a month. I've put probably over 500 hooks in my own body.
A couple weeks ago, I suspended it where I hung from my back skin by hooks.
My tongue is split. I have a 7/16 or half-inch septum.
And then I have scarification, which is just cutting.
Tattooing both my arms black so I can remove sections of tissue from my arms and designs much like Megan's arm. And the other one I'm going to brand out with a cautery pen.
And I did the flesh pull.
Generally, we'll put 2 hooks in each person's back. We'll hook together. Occasionally, when you hook people up, you get a very unique rhythm between the two because you can feel each person's heartbeat in the hooks and in the cords, and you can watch the cords expand and release with their breathing. It's really what's a word to describe that? You have to see it to understand it, but it's kind of touching in a way to see 2 people bond like that.
Body modification is a growing art form that is appealing because of each person's unique experiences and emotions.
Best way to describe this: everybody has a different feeling. A guy that worked with me in Charlotte, North Carolina, one of my crew members down there, very religious man, religious to the point that he has I Love Jesus tattooed on both of his wrists. I'm assuming it's because if he loses one arm, he still has I Love Jesus tattooed on him. He said that to have an out-of-body experience during a suspension for him was like meeting God. That's really the most down-to-earth way I can kind of put it. If you've ever done shrooms, it's like a full body high. It's really the only way I can compare it.
Why? Because I like the way that it feels, and I like to see what stuff feels like, so if you tell me you can do something, I'm gonna do it.
People like Megan and Rev continue to push the boundaries in the ever-expanding industry of body modification.
As far as the future of body modification, it's wherever people stop at. It'll never stop. Each generation goes just a little bit further and a little bit further and a little bit further. And if it was possible for us to cut off our heads and place them in jars, people would do it. And I'm sure people have tried. So that's what stops with one person goes a hell of a lot further with another. So it's never going to end, and there's no way to possibly predict where it's going to be in the next 5-10 years.
Body modification offers a rare and addictive atmosphere for this esoteric community.
I love the atmosphere. It's like an escape from everyday life.
It's completely changed me. I used to be a very, very quiet, I'm still a very quiet individual when I'm not in the shop and I'm not working. And I had a huge issue with it. Like, I hid from crowds. I still do on occasion. In the shop, I'm open, I'm outlandish, and absolutely fucking ridiculous. Being around people that modify themselves are very comfortable with their bodies. They have to be, because of the things that we do to each other. I see people naked on a common basis, therefore I have to be comfortable with nudity. I deal with people's sexuality on a common basis, so therefore I have to be comfortable with people's sexuality. So in order for me to do that, I have to be comfortable with my own. And it's not uncommon to see me walk around the house butt-ass naked with people around. It's normal. But it's something that been pounded into my head. So at events, things like that, I still hide when I can, but most of the time I'm out in the crowd doing things, because we have to promote that people that look like us aren't bad people. We're friendly people. We're good people. We get too much of a bad name.